Liverpool. Murphy. Cole cuts it out. Here is Pires. Forward to cut Thierry Henry, without Patrick Vieira, I should say. And they're in trouble here because Pires has got the ball. Can Henry get there? No, he can't, because Dudek just a blip at Stamford Bridge last week when they had their chances, to be honest with you. And plays pulled back, Pires at hand. Campbell, defended by Campbell. And Bronkhorst and Parler making sure they give plenty of support from their defenders. This is Pires. Ljungberg is the player out wide. Almost got there, Taylor didn't hold it, Campbell got it away. Just for a moment there, you wondered whether that was the moment for Owen. Pires. Here's Kanu. This looks promising. Pires. Henry's gone to the near post. Pires plays it back. Kanu! For his first Arsenal goal. Campbell did get his head to it, and Pires took a deflection on the way through and has gone behind. He thought it was goal-bound. Campbell getting his head to it, doesn't go the right way, goes to Pires and hits Keown on the way. It's cheeky by Cole, but it worked, didn't it? Here's Pires. Henry's little layoff. Ljungberg making one of those runs of his that's very hard to pick up. He turns up in unusual positions, as many of Sweden's opponents have found out. And England will have to watch that next summer at the World Cup. Reese, Cole, Pires seems to have license to roam everywhere. Gerrard is the player pulled up. It's a bit of a theatric. Pires having a good game for Arsenal. Scored against Newcastle in the week. Didn't help Arsenal much, as it turned out. Pires with the free kick. Of goal so far, but only needs one, of course. That's an unfortunate bounce for Risa. Is Pires, was he bundled over by Risa there? The referee says no. Half. I think Arsenal will be quite happy to get in the dressing room at 0-0 and maybe just think about the way they're going to play it with 10 men. Lauren drilling the ball to Pires. Here's Kanu playing in a deep position. Cole. Pires, the crowd are interpreting this as time wasting. He says the ball was rolling around. Doesn't beat the first defender, who was Gerrard in this case. Parler picks it up. Here's Pires again. Henry roaming around from position to position. So it's not too much of a 4-4-2 straitjacket, but Henry! Well, almost by osmosis, he drifted into that space there. Beautifully picked up here. Pires, lovely ball. Really great ball from Pires for Arsene. Pires again, easily goes past Gerrard, cuts it back, and it's 2-0! Freddie Ljungberg! This incredible stuff, this! Arsenal, reduced to 10 men, have scored twice since. Questions here about Gerrard, because Pires goes past him like he wasn't there. Lovely ball in, and a super finish from the big game player, Freddie Ljungberg. Scored against Manchester United, scored against Juventus, scores against Liverpool. And things going wrong for Liverpool again against London opposition, as they did to some extent against Fulham. 2 drop points in the 0-0 draw against Chelsea, 4-0 defeat, and 2-0 down at home here. Kanu, look at that. Outrageous, really. Definitely contain and counter for Arsenal. But with players with the speed of Henry, anything can happen. Not that time, though. Quite important for Arsenal with 10 men to retain possession when they can. Otherwise, their legs could get bad from him either. Seeing a few Christmas party tricks here, aren't we? Pires. Lauren gets the ball off Risa. The goalkeeper to be on the bench here. They all featured in a special friendly against Peterborough the other day. On his weaker right foot off Parler's head. Smeesa couldn't get there. Pires not the most convincing header, but Kanu's back helping out. I tell you what, he's getting is coming off, having played a pretty good game. Shape they'll be in for Boxing Day. After working as hard as that, but after having Giovanni van Bronckhorst sent off, a little debatably, perhaps. The 10 men scored twice to go into a 2-0 lead. Liverpool came back with a goal from Jari Litmanen, but it wasn't enough.